Hello, hello. I am back and things are going haywire. Sorry about that. A disconnect and then a reconnect. I am closing some things down, hoping that nothing bad happens while I'm doing all of this. Hi, Shiloh. How are you? Oh, you missed it. I made a Swiss cheese. I did my first attempt at 3D printing and it failed miserably. Hopefully I don't disconnect and reconnect, or hopefully everybody is still there. And my streamer bot died. Speaker bot is still up, but streamer bot just killed over. Alright. There we go. But I made some Swiss cheese. Did my first 3D print test, and one side of the bed is higher than the other, and made some American cheese. Kraft American cheese, you know, the really nasty kind. So gonna do a couple more 3D prints so I can be ready to start building my robot. And then now we're just trying to fix some pesky bugs on this game so I can upload it to itch.io in its current form. Made some plastic cheese. It's real as Kraft. Yeah, because Kraft cheese has got a lot of plastic in it too. All right. Oh wait, no, I didn't mean to do that. I needed to change my hit points. Close. All right. So let's go to player. Where? Okay, speed, double jump. I need to do the attack. Where do I get my slash strength? Guaranteed artificial intelligence. Yeah. I don't blame you. I don't need it. All right. Where do I get my damage at? Because this 5 is not working out. I need it. Nope, that's hunger. Where? Health. Idle attack. Maybe it's in the attack. Inflict damage. See, but that's just it. I should be able to edit that. Oh, it's not an export variable. That's why. I want it to be an export variable. Can I make it an export variable? Yep, I can make it an export variable. Hallelujah. We're going to do 10. And then we are going to play and see how it acts. About American cheese and what really goes into it. Yep, I believe it. Oh, sorry guys, I forgot about the volume thing. I'm so glad these work. It's less than it's less horrible than the 5, but I kill enemies a lot faster, so that's less tedious.
You've got my stumped about the boar eating. I'm not finding any clues. Worse, I stopped being able to make it happen for testing purposes, even though I haven't changed anything.
See? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, at first it didn't do it, and all of a sudden it did it. I don't know what's happening with this game. It's haunted, it's done, it's over with. Oh. Is that better? I'm sorry. I forgot to unplay my music. It just... I forgot to stop my music. Robo, do you fall from any edges? I'm supposed to fall from edges, but right now there's another bug. Boar does taste better with cheese. Ow. Yeah, you run away. Although you're not supposed to run away. And see, now there's that... I've got an attack delay for some reason as well that I gotta figure out. Oh, died. And then parallax background works. What the hell? And then here's the new bug. It goes all the way to the main menu. Alright, so let's see why that happens. Upon death, why? I love this. All the bugs come out during updates. Alright, upon death, wait, was it in the death stage? Wait, what am I looking at again? Oh, that's the animation vision. Okay, yes. Reset level scene. Now, how am I going to do that? I think the problem is it's not calling my event manager to reload the scene. But I do have it reloading on my fall area, so let's check the fall areas. So yeah, I have a scene manager and an event bus. Yes, I do. So let's check my fall area, because why not? Because I have it working in there. In my extras, we'll do fall area. And then I'm going to close all of this, close everything, close them all, and open up my... Yes, sir. Robo. That's the name. Let's look at my event manager. Oops. Scene manager. Alright, so receive signal for the spawn points. All of this extra shit. The scene manager can listen to reload. Yeah, I because I haven't died in the game, I didn't think it was. I didn't remember to do that. So I'm just trying to remember how I did it. Fall area. We want this script. Event bus emit true. We did this on Saturday. Yeah, I remember it. Oh, it's getting late. Time to hit the Z's. Until next time, thanks for the stream. Take care, folks. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let any nightmares creep in or bed bugs bite. Yes. Instead of true, instead of naming the level. Which I need because you could die anywhere. So I wonder if I can, upon death, just say the exact same thing. Oops. Need my death state, not my flare.gd. Instead of reset level equals player get parent, bar reset player preloads existence. When animation's finished, I want it event bus load level emit true. Don't have it extending, I mean any other variables. Oops, wrong one. Why is it shaking again? I didn't even turn it on. See, it's off. Reset. Low level dot emit true. Trey. True. Just to see if I can't get rid of all of this. Let's see how well this goes. Well, it did. It reloaded it, but it reloaded it super fast. Okay, so... Oops. Going to die in a different level, see how fast it loads, or if it loads... Damn. Well, it's reloading it to the exact level, but I think it's reloading it too fast. As soon as I hit the ground, it reloads. So, I needed to wait. Should I put a timer on it? Yeah, I don't really know a lot about timers to do that. I don't really want to put a timer on it. Barbecue. So good. All right. In Godot, you can wait. I'd rather wait than create a timer. Hit tree, create timer 2, and then timeout. Hit tree. Before continuing. Oh, before continuing. Okay. Create a timer. That works. Maybe not such a long wait. Excuse me a second. The kid left the door open. I'm all still muted. I should probably see how it acts when I'm taking on the floor. And then lurking in the background. Hi, Pix. How are you? Did you get to see my cheese? I 3D printed some Swiss cheese. My printer bed's not exactly in the right position, so. Craft singles. There you go. Perfect for a sandwich. That did not look right either. It's ready. I just noticed it. Sweet, it remembered. How long of a wait do you think? Yeah, it definitely does, which I will fix. So we will change that to 1, and then on Beast, let's look at the script on Beast. I like that, huh? What? These are all questions that I had. bar beast equals preload instance. Get parent child at beast. Here's that same two lines that I have in my fall area, in my death state. Here they are, those same two lines. Oh, three lines. Let's see. In B state, 1, 2, and 3. Yep. So I wonder if I comment these out. Whoops. Comment these out. What am I hitting? Okay. I'm going to comment this one out. I'm going to comment this one out, and I'm going to comment this one out. Then I'm going to do the event bus dot load level dot, was it emit? True. Whoops. Control K with multiple. Ooh, okay. That's very handy. Control K, Control K. I will have to remember that. And this is where we wait and it's super long and all of that. Oh, crap. Long wait. Long wait. I think the waiting is the hardest part. I want to get go. Ooh, I can change it into the script. I definitely want to change it into the script. Just want to see. Oh, I need to create the timer too. Okay. Wait, I didn't turn into a boar. Crap. I didn't turn into a boar, did I? It didn't look like it. That's not gonna work. Control K. Okay. Whoops, no, Control K. All right, and then on my script for my music, I got a question. I'm available for Discord call if you want to go through dross of the bugs for tech. Absolutely. What time is it your time? Because I know it's bedtime for you. I think you're like, what, 7 hours ahead of me? Or some shit? You're up for one more hour? Alright. I think I can handle that. I've got about a half an hour before I have to hop off stream, and then work on the 3D printer. So, we can do that. We can do that. Let's just hope I don't break anything. The hell? Are we not friends on Discord? What the hell? Alright. What the hell? How am I not your friend? Alright, how am I not your friend? I see you. All right, I can wave. Let's kill the music. And then we...
Good
Oh,
evening.
hello?
How's it going?
Hi. Nice to hear your voice.
Nice, nice. Yeah, wait, I know your voice from your stream. You know my voice from my stream. I can offer some help.
Oh, yes,
Uh,
please.
Got any bug you want to check? Because I've seen your code, so maybe I can navigate some of it.
Okay.
So, what do you want to achieve? What are the problems here?
Oh, what are with most problems? Well, you helped me fix the dying, so that's one bug that I can set to the side. Let's see.
Yeah.
We got the to set the volume on 50 on upload. You said I can do that on script. Now I have a question about that because oh no, I have created AI using your voice. I made an in-game audio scene that I instantiate
Yes.
to my levels, but it doesn't have the script. I couldn't get the script to work for it in my levels. So in my levels there is a script just in the first node, the root node, literally talking about how to play the music.
Okay. So you want to make the audio manager or something?
Yes. I mean, I sort of
So
have an
that,
audio manager, and I sort
yeah.
of don't. So how I got the audio working? Do 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 do.
So do you go, if you go to project and in the menu on the top and
Mm-hmm.
you select the auto loads, what do you have there?
I just have my scene manager.
Oh, you have the event pass, but not the, okay, not the other ones.
Yeah. I
So you can add an audio manager here. It's going to be handy because whenever you have a scene loaded up in there, you can access it from everywhere in your code, and that's going to be quite useful. There is one thing that I would like to tell you about the audio. If you click at the bottom on the audio panel,
Oh yeah.
you can actually set the volume once and for all, and
Mm-hmm.
that's going to be the volume that's going to play. So if you lower the master instead of doing it every time you load the game or the music, it's going to stay like that. So you can literally change the volume here, and so you can play test without listening to the music all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know this, you change that every time you fire the game.
Yeah. What the hell is that? I wanted to be able to give the player the chance
To
to
change it,
decide.
yes.
Yeah, to change. Where did I put my music? Oops. I have a script that I don't remember where I put it at. In-game
It's the one
audio.
that you use for the audio manager.
Yeah. I have
It is
a.
fairly easy, Robo. Don't be afraid. The audio manager doesn't have too many things that has to handle, and it's usually used as a singleton, at least as far as I know. And I also
Here
use
it
it
is.
like that.
Here it is. This is my attempt. Nope, that is not it. Where is my attempt? Okay, I can't find it. But I do have a wannabe audio manager. I have it in my Discord because I sent it. Oh, wait, I'm on my call. I sent it to Symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, where did it go for Symbol? I also sent it to 12 feet up. Here it is.
And it is in the project,
It is.
somewhere in folders.
It is in the project. Oh wait, it's in my options menu. Why didn't I remember that? It's in my options.
Okay, I see.
So this was my
So
sad
yeah,
attempt.
yeah. No, but that's exactly what the audio manager is going to do. Basically, if you can have these on hooked up to a singleton,
Mm-hmm.
then it's going to be more straightforward because you can change it whenever you need to.
Okay.
But yeah, what you're doing here is that, yeah, you have the sliders hooked up to the audio bus and change the volume. So
Mm-hmm.
this is working fine already. Um, but you would like to do what? Like, because this is working in the main menu. You would like to have this working elsewhere?
No, I would like it the volume to start off at 50%. It still can go louder, it can still go lower. I just want it to start at 50%.
Okay, so yeah, you do that from the panel from the bottom. You set it once,
Uh-huh.
or you can set it into the ready function if you want to hard code it in.
I want to hard code
Um,
it in.
okay, so in the ready function, you can ask to the audio server to get the bus for the master. So anywhere in the ready function, you can ask to the audio server to go and fetch the bus, and the bus is, the slider thingy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and they are numbered from 0 to how many you have.
Yep.
And usually 0 is the master. So
Mm-hmm.
if you go audio server dot set bus volume or something, it's gonna select that bus, and you can set the volume on that bus.
So audio server dot set. Uh, is it going to be in quote? I mean, in parentheses.
Yeah, it's gonna be a method, so it's a function. It's the blue ones. So
Okay.
set underscore bus. Yeah, you can see what you can do with
Okay.
bus here.
Volume dB to.
Yeah, and then you can just set the first thing it asks you is which bus do you want to select,
Okay.
and the second thing it asks you is how much in decibel you want to
Okay.
set. So you select the master is the 0 for sure. For the other ones, you will have to count manually. Um, so yeah, master is gonna be, you can just put it 0 basically there, just literally at 0. And then because you don't have anything called master in your script here.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, actually, no, wait a second. You have an export enum?
I have
I don't know
master
why you don't
background
have.
music and sound effects.
Oh, I see. But that's not going to work exactly as
Okay.
an enumerator as you want. If you want, you can put it into an enumerator. Um, I don't know if you're confident using enumerators. The
I
way
have.
that in Godot is basically that you declare them as a string, like as a name. So
Mm-hmm.
you write them in letters, but then the script interpret them as numbers. So if you go on, I don't know, on line 8 at the beginning of the script and you type enum, you're going to define a new enumerator.
So
And
an enum.
enum, and then you can open the curly brackets. And usually enum are written all capital,
Mm-hmm.
just as a standard. And by default, they just follow the that they just no that was correct. Oh no, sorry, enum is written lowercase,
Yeah.
and then in the curly brackets, you want to use capital letters.
Oh. So here should be all capital letters on line 7.
No, well, that's a different thing because this is an export,
Okay.
and you are defining an enumerator as label in the export. It's a bit different. We can change that if you want. Um, but yeah, we can do that. We can do that. But you define the enum anyway, so you keep doing that,
Okay.
and you write enum, open the curly brackets, and then you write in capital letters, master, background music, and sound effects.
Oh, curly brackets.
Yeah, you cannot have space, so remember you want to use underscore there.
Okay.
Um, Godot
We-
Code Together plugin will be pretty cool for situations like this.
yes, it would.
Pixie says. Yeah, there is a typo at the beginning, but you can fix that later. And at the beginning of the string, yeah, of the yeah. Now, what this does is that in the code, you can type master, background music, or sound effects, and that will be interpreted as 0, 1, or 2.
Okay.
So in this case, but they do correspond to your bus names. So if you type master or capital there, it's going to be the same as typing at 0, which is correct.
Okay.
You want to pass an integer there. Yeah.
Now, the integer I want to pass here, is it going to be the percentage of how high I want the?
Yeah,
music?
no, this is the bit more complicated because decibel are not exactly a logarithmic scale, but they go between -74 usually up to 0, which
Mm-hmm.
is the maximum. So if you type at 0, it's going to be max volume. If you
Oh.
type -64, it's going to be usually the bottom because it's barely audible.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a function that I invite you to use here. You can do, there is a built-in function in Godot, and it's called decibel underscore to linear. And then it's
Yes.
going to do the conversion for you, and you can pass the number between 0 and 1. You don't have
See,
to
I
create a new function over there.
uh linear to decibel the value.
And yes, you're using that.
Yes, I am currently
Basically,
using.
you wanna use the same thing instead of -64 as you did there.
Mm-hmm.
You wanna type a line to decibel and put 0.5 instead of this number.
To linear to uh 0.5.
Yeah. So what's gonna do? It's gonna take 50% and
Mm-hmm.
convert it into decibel for you.
Oh, okay.
That's what's happening. Because yeah, linear to decibel takes a number between 0 and 1 and automatically converts into decibel space, which is very weird to work with. So if you want to have 20% of the volume,
Hey,
you
Fizzy.
write 0.2. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. All right. I'm scared to
So
try this.
that's what you're doing also with the sliders. If you check
Yes,
the
that is what.
value is
Mm-hmm.
probably, yeah, it's probably going to be between 0 and 1. And then that function is going to convert into decibel. I think that's, yeah, that's correct. So
Hey, Fizzy, you missed me attempting my first 3D print. Nope. It did not. That shit did not work. Damn.
well, the problem is that the slider doesn't adjust to the volume that is in the bus.
Okay.
So what you want to have at the beginning, usually in ready, you want to also set the value on the slider according to how many decibels are into the bus,
Okay.
basically. So you can do it manually, but
I don't want to do it manually.
I mean, you are hard coding it. So what you can do is to write another line in ready right after you set the volume
Mm-hmm.
with the audio server. And you can go and fetch a reference to the slider of the master and then set the slider value at 0.5. So
So it
you're
would
going to
be.
need the reference. Yeah.
Nope,
Sorry,
go ahead.
go ahead.
Nope, you go ahead.
Yeah, you're going to need the reference to the slider in the scene
Mm-hmm.
so that the code knows about the slider. And then with that slider, then you can set the value of the slider to be 0.5, 50%.
So it would be audio server. We're going to. How do we fetch the slider though?
Usually you do it with onReady, and then you get the node, or
Okay.
if you know the path, you
Because
don't need the audio server.
I have the
Yeah.
slider already
Um,
here, as an on ready.
yeah. Okay. I don't know if that's the master slider. I don't know which slider is that slider there.
Oh. I have
Because you
them.
have a
I
couple
have.
of labels,
I,
and then you have one slider. But in
yes.
reality, in the scene, there's more than one slider, right?
Oh yeah, because I'm instantiating this 3 times. Where?
Oh, okay. Now I see what's happening. So this script is actually attached to each slider
Uh.
or each row. Okay,
So.
now I understand that.
Wait, no. I want audio. Wait, scenes. So. So I built it like this. and then it
Ah,
goes
okay, I see.
and then it goes into my option menu. Excuse me, my settings tab container. In my audio, it's in 3 times.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, I see what's happening here. So that's so we're not in an audio manager script. We are inside the script that is attached to this specific row,
Mm-hmm.
where you have the label, master volume, the slider, and the number. So
Yes.
this script is actually attached to this whole scene over here.
Mm-hmm.
I will not use this thing into a slider, but yeah, you may want to have a singleton for the audio master, for the audio manager. Sorry.
Okay.
And then the slider can go and fix themselves in ready. So let's say, yeah, maybe I would suggest to create an audio manager because it's going to be handy.
Oh yeah, I
So
planned
you
on
can,
creating one. I just wanted some way to control the audio because that was the biggest. Hey, your your sound label in your options, you have no control. So I wanted to get something up so people can control it immediately, and so they leave me alone until I could get the audio manager up.
okay, yeah, makes sense. So in that case, you can create a scene which inherits just a node.
Mm-hmm.
You want to have it as a node. It doesn't have to be a node 2D because you're not going to put any position information in there.
Mm-hmm.
So it can be any other node, and then you select the base one, which is just a node. And this one you can name it Audio Manager or something, and save it somewhere in your folder.
All right.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then when you have the scene, I think it's important to have a scene and not just a single script here.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to have a scene and a script attached to it, which has the same name. So it's going to be audiomanager.gd script.
Got it.
And now you can do this into the ready function. Uh, Now the thing is, if you see this class is called Audio Manager,
Mm-hmm.
and then later on in any part of your script, you can call Audio Manager and set things up. You may want to have a ready function. You may not want to have a process function because I don't see why
Yeah.
you would use that yet. So yeah, you can probably delete.
It's not an AI, you guys. Leave me alone. I'm learning here. I'm learning here. No way AI is this helpful. Exactly. This is the
So
man himself.
what we did there, Robo, in the slider function, the calling the the audio server, taking the bus and
Mm-hmm.
the enumerators and everything. I would move that code in here. Um,
So the
and
enum
yeah, the
and the
enum I would move it. Yes.
and then here. Wait, no, this has got to go in the ready function. Bloop. Did I forget some? Yes, I did.
Yeah, some brackets in the end.
Like, where's my brackets? Paste. Okay.
So that's going to be exactly the same thing. Now, if you have that script attached to every slider that knows which bus they're talking about, what you can do is to go into the slider script, and when on ready, they can go and ask to the audio server what's the volume on each of these things, and then set their value to the right position. So, for example, I mean, it's not an example. This is a script that works on every slider you have there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so in ready, if you go and take the edge slider in ready, you take the edge slider, you already have it.
Uh-huh. The
You
H
have a
slider.
reference to the
Mm-hmm.
slider itself, yeah?
Yep.
And then you can call the edge slider and you can do dot value, and you can set the value of that slider. Um, and you want to have that value be equal to the volume of the actual server. So yeah, you don't have to scroll down. You just you can do that in ready.
Oh,
And
in the other script. In the auto manager.
not in the manager for the slider. What I'm saying is that
Oh.
when they are ready, when the slider is ready in the scene, the
Mm-hmm.
first thing it does is to go and check what's the volume on the bus
Mm-hmm.
and set the value of the slider, which is not the bus, it's just a
Yes,
regular
the slider.
slider.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, into the ready function, you can set edge slider at the very beginning, maybe. Yeah. You can set edge slider value, and then you want to have it equal to a value between 0 and 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to have a value between 0 and 1, you will have to do the opposite conversion. You want to convert the decibel to linear. So you can set this equal to, yeah, we can type it and then I can tell you what's going to do. Um, Value is a property. You can just set the value equal to, and then set decibel to linear.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
inside the parentheses, you want to give a decibel value, right?
Mm-hmm.
To give that value, you can ask the audio server dot, and then you get the bus volume.
So bus volume.
Now you want to get, like there is a
Oh.
get function or something. Yeah.
Get bus name. Get bus volume. dB.
Yeah, that one. And then you need to tell him which bus you're going to take, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in
So.
this case, you have it if you scroll up at the beginning, what I
Mm-hmm.
think you're doing, yeah, don't use mask because you don't have it here. You have
Okay.
it as an export enumerator here. So the bus name is going to be that number,
Okay.
and
Which is
I'm going to tell you what, yeah,
0.
exactly what that's doing. So you just set the bus name
Mm-hmm.
instead of 0. If you put the bus name, I will tell you what's going to happen.
Bus name.
Yeah. So now, if you want to understand what's the wait, what? Something's wrong. Oh, this string.
Yeah.
No, so you cannot have it like that.
But wouldn't it be master?
Export enumerator. I was hoping for it to be an integer, but it's a string.
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't use export enu a lot,
Okay.
but I think you can set bus name instead of typing it as a string. I'm guessing here now, right? But on line 7 at the end,
Mm-hmm.
the bus name is set as type of string, but I believe you can change that to integer and it should still work the same.
Well, then when I use bus 9 in 23, I'm going to have to change it as to an integer, correct?
Well, no, because you're setting that to a label, and
Mm.
there you want to have a string, and
Okay.
the str function is doing exactly that. So maybe just leave it empty. Don't put a type there,
Okay.
uh, because maybe Godot is gonna do its own magic. You can remove string and the column, and maybe it's gonna be considered as an integer because enumerator in Godot usually are considered as integers.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I'm expecting it to do, but you also have bus index. I'm trying to understand this code of the slider a
Yeah,
second.
because the index
This is
is
the first
just
time.
is the index of which bus is which. So index 1, index 0 is master, index 1 is the music, index 2 is the sound effects.
Yes. But I don't understand why using the export enumerator. So the idea to use the export there is
Mm.
that you can change it
Yes.
from the inspector, right?
Yes.
So when you have the scene open, you plop this slider thingy in, and
Yep.
then you can select master, background music, or sound effects
Yes, sir.
from the inspector, right?
Yep.
And so yeah, that's kind of cool. You know what? I mean, I can fix this in a way. If it was me, I would actually refer to real enumerators. And now that we have an audio manager, we
Mm-hmm.
can have those enumerators because they're the same. If you remember in the audio manager that you just create,
Mm-hmm.
we define some enumerators,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to be there, and you can access them. You can ask about their numbers anywhere you want, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I would do is if between on line 3 here,
Oh.
I would set a name for the enumerator. Now, the enumerator that you defined here has no name, um, because the way to give a name to this enum is to put a name between enum and the first curly bracket. And so you can just, in between enum and the first curly bracket, you can type something like a bus, because those are bus
Mm-hmm.
for the
Bus
audio manager.
names.
Yeah, and that means that now it's going to be a named enumerator, right?
Mm-hmm.
And usually the name of enumerators are capital
Hi, Finn.
uh, capital letter. The first letter is capital. Hey, Finn. Hello, Finn. Just as a standard.
Okay.
Enumerators, they usually come, but I don't know. Yeah, you can leave it as is.
Okay.
But now the difference here is that you have now on line 7 is complaining. Oh,
Uh-huh.
thank you. On line 7 is complaining because now master is not just an anonymous enumerator, but is a named enumerator. So you want to type something like bus dot master,
Ah.
and that's gonna fetch the number 0 there.
Oops. One would think I would know how to spell that. Okay.
Now, yeah, because we just gave it a name, you
Yes.
see? Now, the good thing about this thing is that if you make this audio manager an actual singleton, then you can go and call for that enumerator wherever you want, which is going to be also handy. And so save this script, go to the project settings, and add a new singleton, which is going to be this audio manager. And you want to add the TCN, the scene, not just the script.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, instead of searching for the path, you can click on the folder next to it. It's going to give you the files that it's better, so you're not going to make mistakes. And select the scene.
Mm-hmm.
That's important because maybe later on in that scene you want to have the music, you want to have as a music file, a music note.
Because I do have the music
Uh,
is a node currently.
yeah, you can put it later on in this audio manager and control it wherever you want.
Oh, okay.
So now this is enabled, right? So you can close this. And whenever you type audio manager as it's written there, what's happening in the script, any script is calling exactly the script that you're typing right now and the scene, including the scene. So whenever you type audio manager, you basically have a reference to this thing at any time in your code.
Okay.
That's the good part of singletons. And so for the sliders, I would use, instead of the string enumerators that you have there, I'd rather use this enum here. So you can do an export, a regular export on line 7,
Okay.
and or maybe, yeah, I'm not sure. You can now let's leave it like that for now. That's a string. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. But on line 10, you can do this variable can be an export variable, the bus index. And there is a trick in Godot. If you, instead of saying that it's going to be of type integer, you're going to say that it's going to be of type the bus enumerator.
Okay.
And
So
Godot automatically understands, oh, you're referring to the numerator there, right? And it's going to give you the names. You're going to see it. You're going to see it. So just a regular export, no underscore enumerator. And then instead of typing it as an int, that was correct. A bus, what was the bus index? Yeah, you can leave it at that. You will only have to change, instead of integer, you want to give a column, and then you want to give audio manager dot this. And what this is doing is going to go and fetch that enumerator from the scene, the autoload, that is the audio manager, right?
cannot parse.
So if, oh yeah, it has to be dot bus because the bus is the enumerator.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the other way around.
Oh,
But
audio manager dot bus.
yeah, because whatever you put, if you put audio manager dot something, you are
Okay.
referring to whatever is in the script over there.
Oh, okay.
So now this shouldn't be a complaint, but it does. And that has to do with the language server, unfortunately. The language server is something that, yeah, either the audio manager script has an error, but I don't think has an error now. And the other thing is that Godot um, sometimes, quite often, has some problems to remember that you have changed something in the script. So my guess is that if you save the project, close it, and open it again, you force the Godot to reload all the script correctly as they are, and that should not give you it's a
Any.
compilation. Yeah, it's Godot in the background is compiling all these classes and figuring out what are the methods, what are the functions that you wrote in there, and when you change them, sometime most often
Nope.
Godot doesn't update them.
Could
Yeah,
not
it's
parse.
the LPS. Oh, so maybe I was mistaken. You cannot do that. It's saying that you cannot parse a singleton audio manager. So there is an error in the script, isn't it? Did we leave something? Did you save this one? Yeah, that's saved.
Yep. That's saved. with no errors. When I go to the slider,
Pixels, what the hell is happening? it, it is saying that the singleton audio manager cannot be parsed. Usually it's because there is an error in the script.
it's not doesn't
Oh,
have a
yes,
class
because it's a,
reference.
oh, Sheila is right. It's a singleton, it's not a class reference. So I cannot do that. Yeah, okay, you can just copy the same enumerator, the string, the line number 3, and put it into the slider because they're going to be exactly the same. Um, yeah, Sheila is right. I tend to yeah, since they have the same color and they behave pretty much the same, even though they're not the same. I tend to confuse them.
So,
Mm, because I
so
use a lot of class names, but the bus index has to, you want to put, you want to define the enumerators here, maybe on line 9. You want to copy the same string, that the same line,
oh, the whole line.
and bus, curly brackets, and
Okay.
everything. Yeah, the whole line. If you copy that one,
Mm-hmm.
now the bus index is gonna be of type bus. What this is doing is gonna take, and that was what I was trying to achieve
Okay.
without typing the same line twice. Now this can be done. Bus is an enumerator. It does recognize it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now if you go into any of the sliders in your menu, you should be able to change the bus index there.
My sliders. Set value.
In your option menu, you have 3 of these sliders, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And via the inspector,
Okay.
you can see all the export variable. So, and you can see that the name, yeah, that's a string, okay?
Okay.
This is a number, the index.
Well, it's still
They say the same thing.
yeah. So that one's the master. This one's gonna be background music. This one is gonna be my sound effects.
Yeah, it's a bit annoying that we have to do it twice, but
Hey, I'm okay with annoying as long as I can
yeah,
understand
there is a
most of it.
way to, there is a way to retrieve the name of the enumerator as a string.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how much, I don't want to overload you with informations. That's going to be much cleaner because then you're going to have only one thing to change and not two. But that's going to work. Now,
This I'd like to
the whole
usually
thing,
singleton a script add class name with the T suffix audio manager underscore T. Okay.
because that's a good idea. I don't do that. In fact, but this is a good idea because uh, class names is something that it's good to use at certain point, Robo. But I don't think I want to overload you with informations at the moment.
Absolutely.
So the point of selecting this bus index, and remember now this is basically just a number between 0 and 2,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now each slider has its own number. So in ready, you can go and set that value instead of getting on line 14, you can see that you're taking the volume from the bus 0, right?
Yep.
At the end of line 14. You don't want to do that. You want to take the volume from the bus index that you just set
Okay.
for each one of these sliders. So instead of 0 in there, you can type a bus index.
Okay.
And that's this bus index is a number between 0 and 2 that you just clicked in the inspector, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna take for the first the master one, it's gonna take the number 0, and so it's gonna take the volume of the audio server of the bus 0.
Okay.
And you can see them down in the audio over there. If you click on the panel audio at the bottom, yes, if you change the slider between, I don't know, the master slider somewhere or the background music
Mm-hmm.
or the sound effects, they're going to stay like that. But now the slider in your menu is going to match these ones. It's going to be
Oh.
exactly like these ones.
Okay. So now all I have to
And
do
that's,
is
yeah.
scroll down 50% and
For the master, we did it hard code into the script, but the other two we didn't.
okay.
So you can set whatever value you want. We can test it. You can put one at 0, one at somewhere, and when you launch the game and you go into the option, hopefully they're gonna look like pretty much like these ones.
Okay.
If they don't, we did something wrong.
Oh, we changed that.
Okay, but yeah,
String name. That's right. So we got rid of string name. So
oh yeah, we need to put that.
just as bus.
No, the bus name it was the that export enum
Mm-hmm.
that I don't usually use. But in this case, yeah, you can just put the bus index. Oh, I see what's happening. That function over there, I didn't see it before. What that function was trying to do was to take the string and convert and assign the bus index automatically. You see?
Mm-hmm.
You get the bus name by index.
Yeah.
This is something someone wrote. I don't know who helped you with this, but what this function is doing is taking the bus name. No, wait a second. Oh, yeah. Get the bus index is a function in the audio server that receives a string and gives you back the number. So if you match exactly the name of the thing, it gives you back the number.
Mm-hmm.
And but I don't know where did you use get bus by index. At this moment, I will delete it because we're setting it via the inspector. You clicked on it, you remember?
Mm-hmm.
So if you delete this function, we're gonna figure out where this function was used because now it's gonna complain.
And the ready function.
There is an error. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we can comment this out because now the bus index, you clicked it manually,
Okay.
remember?
Yes.
Yeah. So you did it by yourself. Hello, JD.
Hey, JD. Sweet.
So that do
Sweet.
match.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Thank you. No more blowing out eardrums. It worked. That was my biggest thing. I appreciate it so much. It worked. And then if I double check, then on my audio, everything did not change.
So Sheila suggests to tell you how usually things are done around, at least in Godot, but in many other programs. You can see that maybe that's good to know, Robo, if you want to learn some theory about around Godot or any other language. If you go and see, for instance, I believe it's okay to do it with the slider. We can make just it's not just to make an example, just to tell you how generally things are done.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when you have a class, you have a node, or you have, I don't know, anything, there are two ways usually where you can set things. Sometimes you have a property that you can access directly and change it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and some other time you have to use a set function or a get function.
Yep. Getter and setters. Yep.
So yeah, so you see the audio server has the get bus volume.
Mm-hmm.
It can only be accessed like that as with the method, which is blue. But instead, at the beginning of line 14, you have the slider value.
Mm-hmm.
And when you put an equal sign, what you are doing at the end of the day is basically taking the slider and calling a method, which is a set value to whatever is after the equal sign.
Mm-hmm.
If you do the opposite, if you want to retrieve the value, I don't know, maybe you want to know what's the number on the slider and set it to a label, okay?
Okay.
And you can do the label text is going to be equal to the value of this slider. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to take text equal uh, h slider dot value. In that case, it's going to be automatically a get function, basically,
Okay.
for the slider. But in some other case, like for the audio server, you cannot access the property directly because that's not a thing in the get bus volume. So yeah, get, you can see what usually when you get something, you just have to point at anything. And in the case of the volume of the bus, you just need to pass an integer. So to get the volume of something for the audio server, they ask you for one thing. When you set it, they ask you to set the volume to something, and then they want to know how much do you want to set it.
Oh,
You have a
okay.
setter function of the audio server in the audio manager that you just wrote, the singleton. We
Mm-hmm.
use audio server set bus volume, and we specify which bus and which is the value that we want to set, um, which is the end value that we want to set.
Okay. So I can do
So
that
that's
for.
usually the case. In most cases, what's Sheila suggesting is that maybe you can just start typing get, start typing set for anything you want to try to get or set, and see what the autocomplete is telling you,
Mm-hmm.
or that's also, yeah. So, and also get is going to return you a value, as Shiloh says, and set is going to require something to put in, of
Okay.
course, which is also good. Now, with this audio manager, if on the left you have the scene audio manager,
Mm-hmm.
in there you can add anything, like you have a node for the music, for instance.
Yep.
It will be better to have it here because you can always call for the audio manager and set the music to stop, for instance, or setting the music to start. And
Okay.
the good thing about the audio manager is that when you load a new scene, you delete the old one
Mm-hmm.
and add a new one, right?
Right.
So what this they usually do, it kills the music because it gets deleted. And then when you add a new scene, it starts a new music that is attached to the other scene.
Okay.
Instead, if you have a singleton, the singleton doesn't get deleted. And so it can keep playing the music. That's the good part of it. So let's
Oh.
say you have a music node in here, and you start a music. Even if you change the scene and you kill that scene, you delete it, and you add a new one, this thing, the audio manager, will still exist. It doesn't get deleted.
Okay.
And we can see it. Last time I was suggesting you, when you start the game, you can see, the whole tree of the game while the game is running. And now that you have the audio manager as a singleton, you can actually see it while playing the game. So if you start the game, then you can pause it. You can go in there and check how the tree of the game has been built. And you will see that the audio manager is there. Yeah. If you go into the remote,
Yep, there's the audio manager.
yeah, you can see there is the scene manager. I don't know how that got in there exactly. I think it's the first node that you call, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep on playing the game and let's see what's happened in this tree, because this will update as you change the scene, as you go on the next level or something.
I jumped to something.
And now, if you pause the game, Robo, we can check what happened between the two levels, right?
Okay.
You can pause it, yeah, on top over there.
Yep.
And now you can see you're using the scene manager to put the new levels into that node, into the scene manager. So the Lost Glades is a child of the scene manager. Now, in most cases, most of the Godot project don't use this system. But this is a valid one, of course. You usually have your level not as a child of the scene manager, but imagine that you have the music inside Lost Glades.
Which I do.
If you change, if you change the level, what's happening is that's going to kill that. It's going to delete that the Lost Glades entirely, including the music, and then it's going to start a new level with a different music. But if you want to have a transition, maybe you want to, I don't know, you want to smooth out and fade out a previous music and fade in the new one. You can't really do that because the music got deleted, got free. So you can do that from the audio manager. So we can make an example. That's probably going to be useful. If you go in the audio manager, you can make a function that calls, I don't know, play the menu music, for instance, and then play this other music or whatever you want. And you can have all the files of your music in the audio manager scene and play them by calling a function that you define. But it also that now I'm just brainstorming here. I don't know what you would like to do with the audio manager.
I have no idea what I want to do with an audio manager yet. I was just gonna figure it out.
Okay, so for the most part, this is done. It's there. Whenever you need it, you can just type audio manager and then you can get in there.
Alrighty.
Do you need to go, Rob?
Yes, I
Someone
do. Yes, I do. Give me just 1 second. Alrighty, everybody. I need to go. I just had a family emergency. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I'm gonna close the call. Rob, go fix your things.
Alright, so we're gonna. Alrighty. What in the world happened? I broke something as well. Well, sorry about this. Let's get a raid going and whew, that was an interesting. What in the world is going on? I am getting my butt kicked. None of my things are going to work. Let's see. So, thank you, Irav. I appreciate it. And then, who are we going to raid? Who's on? Who's on? Who's on? I have no idea. Who's on? Anybody got any ideas who we raiding? Who is on? Who is on? Who is on? Tom is on. Thank you, thank you. Let's see, is there any... Spider Queen is on. Gilstream? Spider Queen? Gilstream? Raid Spider Queen? Alright, we're raiding Spider Queen. Oh. We are raiding Spider Queen. Congratulations to her making affiliate. I will see you guys in there. I gotta go take care of some things. Appreciate all of you. I will talk to you later.